The night was electric, a pulsating sea of neon and roaring fans packed into the sprawling Vegas arena where Doja Cat's concert was in full swing, every beat synced perfectly with the crowd's collective heartbeat. When suddenly, mid-chorus, the music warped, lights flickered erratically, and Doja's silhouette shimmered like a mirage before vanishing entirely in a flash of iridescent light that sent gasps and screams rippling through thousands of stunned onlookers. The initial shock was a visceral jolt that froze the moment, fans clutching their phones as if to capture proof of the impossible, while backstage, her closest confidant and creative director, Indigo Ray, felt the ground shift beneath her feet, a cocktail of disbelief, terror, and a burgeoning sense of destiny coursing through her veins as she whispered, "This isn't just a disappearance. This is something cosmic." The world outside the arena morphing into a chaotic maelstrom of flashing police lights, hovering drones, and frantic news crews converging on the scene, yet above it all, a strange stillness hung in the air, as if reality itself was holding its breath. Meanwhile, Leon Vega, a skeptical but tenacious conspiracy podcaster who had been skeptical of paranormal claims until that very night, stood riveted, the line between disbelief and awe blurring as he stared into the sky where, 72 hours later, a meteor blazing with unnatural colors tore across the Nevada desert. Only this was no ordinary meteor, but a celestial chariot carrying Doja Cat herself, her figure radiant, draped in shimmering light, riding the cosmic blaze as if born from the stars, transforming the mundane world into a stage for a story far greater than anyone could fathom. The atmosphere was a swirling vortex of wonder and confusion, the night sky ablaze with stars as if nature itself conspired to spotlight this surreal return, and while the crowd's initial panic slowly morphed into whispered speculation and fierce devotion, Indigo's steady courage and Leon's sharp intellect began to crystallize their roles, not just as witnesses but as guardians and seekers of the truth behind Doja's impossible journey. With the desert wind carrying the scent of ozone and otherworldly promise, new alliances began to form, secrets hovered just beneath the surface, and the true adventure was only just beginning, a cosmic riddle wrapped in sound and light, waiting to unravel across the shifting sands of reality. The crowd at the sprawling launchpad buzzed with electrifying anticipation under the velvet canopy of a star-studded night, as millions around the world watched with bated breath, unaware that they were about to witness history in the making when Lil Nas X, clad in a gleaming silver suit that shimmered like a constellation, mounted the colossal cybernetic dragon. Its scales a mesh of pulsating neon circuits and flickering holograms, its eyes glowing like twin supernovae, ready to soar beyond the stratosphere and claim the moon as his stage for the first ever concert in space. Within Lil Nas X's mind, a tumultuous storm brewed, thrill, disbelief, and an audacious spark of destiny all collided as his heart hammered against the confines of his chest, his breath catching in awe at the surreal beauty of Earth shrinking beneath him, the endless void beckoning with a siren's call, and the cybernetic dragon's mechanical roar vibrating through his bones, reminding him that this was no ordinary journey but a bold leap into the unknown where every note he sang would echo through the vacuum of space. Around him, the launch crew, a motley crew of engineers and visionaries led by his longtime collaborator and tech genius, Zara Kim, whose cool-headed pragmatism balanced Lil Nas X's fearless charisma, watched nervously from mission control, their eyes glued to monitors flickering with data and live feeds, the atmosphere a high-wire tension of hope and technical precision that contrasted with the chaotic energy of the global audience. Experiencing collective awe and skepticism alike, some doubting the reality of the spectacle, others fueled by uncontainable excitement, as the dragon's cybernetic wings unfurled, scattering sparks that danced like shooting stars against the ink-black sky. Lil Nas X's boldness shone brightest, his spirit adventurous, ready to defy gravity and convention. Yet beneath that daring exterior flickered fleeting shadows of vulnerability, a whispered fear of the infinite silence awaiting beyond and the staggering weight of being the first to bridge music and cosmos. This monumental moment, charged with electric wonder and quiet human frailty, set the stage for a journey where the lines between technology, artistry, and the infinite stretched and blurred, promising an epic saga whose secrets would unravel only as the cybernetic dragon soared beyond the moon's cratered surface into the vast, unexplored frontier of space. As the cybernetic dragon's fiery engines hummed steadily against the vast, silent void and the moon's pale surface loomed larger beneath them, Lil Nas X and Zara found themselves suspended in a moment that was equal parts triumph and bewilderment, the initial adrenaline-fueled awe now giving way to the crushing weight of their unprecedented reality where every decision carried cosmic consequences and the spotlight of history bore down with relentless intensity, with the crowd's cheers now. Distant echoes and the endless expanse of space pressing against their fragile vessel, they faced a labyrinth of questions. How to transform this surreal voyage into a performance that transcended mere spectacle, how to navigate the alien environment that was both exhilarating and perilous, and how to decipher cryptic signals picked up by Zara's advanced instruments that hinted at a presence beyond human understanding lurking in the moon's shadowed craters. Driven by curiosity but tempered by caution, Lil Nas X's bold spirit propelled him to embrace the unknown, pushing the dragon's limits as they circled the lunar surface while Zara's analytical mind wrestled with translating alien frequencies that danced on the edge of comprehension, their dynamic a delicate dance of instinct and intellect, courage and calculation. But as mysterious phenomena began to interfere with the dragon's cybernetic systems, causing flickers of life support failures and unexplainable glitches, the psychological strain tightened its grip. Lil Nas X battled waves of doubt and isolation, wondering if this cosmic odyssey was a dream or a nightmare, while Zara struggled to maintain control, her confidence shaken by the inexplicable forces challenging their mission. Amid this chaos, a new ally emerged, a shadowy figure known only as Solara, an enigmatic lunar explorer with cryptic knowledge of the moon's hidden secrets and a history entwined with cosmic anomalies. Her motives ambiguous but her skills undeniable, sparking a fragile alliance tinged with suspicion and hope. Yet lurking in the background was a sinister force, an interstellar entity known as the Rift, feeding off the cosmic energy around them and threatening to consume their very essence, turning the serene lunar landscape into a battleground of light and shadow where trust wavered and every choice teetered on the brink of catastrophe. The journey spiraled deeper into uncertainty, each revelation raising more questions. Every step forward shadowed by invisible threats and the fragile human desire to find meaning in chaos, all while Lil Nas X and Zara grappled not just with external dangers but with their own inner turmoil, the fear of failure, the burden of pioneering uncharted realms, and the hope that through their music and courage, they might carve a path through the cosmic darkness and ignite a new dawn for humanity's place among the stars. In the eerie silence that blanketed the lunar surface like a suffocating shroud, Lil Nas X and Zara stood at the edge of destiny, the final confrontation looming. Like a colossal storm on the horizon, every heartbeat a thunderclap in the stillness as they meticulously gathered their dwindling resources, the cybernetic dragon systems humming with a fragile resilience, Zara's fingers dancing across control panels to recalibrate shields and weaponry, and Lil Nas X drawing on a reservoir of raw determination, steeling himself mentally to transform fear into fierce resolve, while Solara, the enigmatic lunar guide, offered cryptic but vital knowledge about the Rift, revealing its Achilles heel buried deep within the heart of a dormant lunar cavern. This ethereal void entity, a swirling maelstrom of cosmic energy and shadow, fed on chaos and uncertainty but was painfully vulnerable to harmonized frequencies and emotional clarity, a weakness that fused science with the art of music itself, inspiring Lil Nas X to prepare a groundbreaking fusion of sonic weaponry. His voice and beats weaponized into a cosmic symphony designed to disrupt the Rift's malevolent energy. The air crackled with tension as each member wrestled with their inner demons. Zara battling the analytical doubt gnawing at her precision, Lil Nas X confronting the raw vulnerability beneath his bravado, and Solara masking an untold personal sacrifice that haunted her silent gaze. Their unity a fragile lifeline forged in the crucible of impending chaos. Every decision a knife-edge gamble that could either seal their doom or carve a path to salvation. In these moments of tense reflection, they shared whispered promises and coded strategies, knowing that once the battle erupted, there would be no turning back. the weight of their mission pressing down like the moon's own gravity as the cybernetic dragon's wings unfurled for the final ascent into the heart of darkness. The calm before the storm charged with electric anticipation, every pulse synchronized in a silent prayer that their courage, their harmony, and their unbreakable spirit would be enough to shatter the void and ignite a new cosmic dawn. Everything hinged on this precipice, and with a collective breath held in the vast, unforgiving expanse of space, they prepared to face the rift in a clash that would echo through the stars forever. The moment the cybernetic dragon soared into the swirling heart of the rift, chaos erupted in a cataclysmic clash of sound and shadow, Lil Nas X's voice piercing the void with a primal, electrifying crescendo that melded futuristic beats with raw emotion, sending shockwaves through the malevolent energy that writhed and clawed like a living tempest desperate to consume their very souls. Zara's fingers flew over controls, stabilizing the dragon's faltering systems as Solara conjured ancient lunar rituals whispered through the ages, their combined efforts a symphony of technology, mysticism, and unyielding will against the encroaching darkness. But the battle was not just external. The emotional toll bore down with relentless weight, fear gnawing at their resolve, memories of what they stood to lose flashing in Lil Nas X's mind. The fragile hope for a new cosmic era, the bond forged with his comrades, and the very essence of his own identity tested by the void's insidious whispers. Promising oblivion, in the crescendo of despair, the defining moment arrived, a surge of clarity and unity that transformed their disparate efforts into a singular force of harmony, Lil Nas X channeling every ounce of his spirit into a transcendent note that shattered the rift's core, unraveling its shadowy tendrils and exposing its fatal flaw, the need for chaos to survive, now undone by the radiant order of their combined light and sound. As the rift collapsed into a silent echo, the dragons' systems groaned under the strain, and Solara made the ultimate sacrifice, merging with the dissipating entity to seal the breach forever, her final smile a bittersweet farewell that left a void as profound as the one they had filled with hope. Emerging from the maelstrom, Lil Nas X and Zara were forever changed, scarred yet strengthened, their spirits forever intertwined with the cosmos they had fought to protect, bearing the weight of loss but ignited by the promise of renewal, their tale a beacon for those who dared to dream beyond the stars, inspiring a new era of exploration where music and courage could rewrite destiny. As they descended toward Earth, the world below unaware of the cosmic symphony that had just saved their future, Lil Nas X's voice carried a new resonance. One of wisdom, resilience, and unbreakable hope, a legacy that would ripple through generations. So if you've journeyed with them through this epic odyssey, don't forget to subscribe for more incredible tales that push the boundaries of imagination and adventure, because the universe is vast, and the next story is just a heartbeat away.